Back at you again. Got everything back from the powder coating company. Looking good. Back at you again. Singing them rhymes, doing everything, we don't carry no straps. We got all the beats we need to keep everything going, keep it clean. It's IE Automotive. IE Automotive. Back at you again. Okay, what we have here is the beginning stage of a frame-off 1967 Chevy Impala convertible. Right here, we already had the frame sandblasted and powder coated. We had the rear end sandblasted and powder coated. And it's the one to your left. The one to the right will fit, but it don't have the trailing arm support. As you can see, it has one there, one over there. This one only have one. It's nothing on the other end. Okay. Over there, we have the rebuilt 400 transmission. We have right here the intake, sandblasted, powder coated. You have all this rear, front suspension parts in those boxes. This is the frame. This right here is the convertible top. It's been sandblasted. This is the very start. We even have the drive shaft done. Ready to go. Back at you again. Singing them rhymes, doing everything, we don't carry no straps. We got all the beats we need to keep everything going, keep it clean. It's IE Automotive. IE Automotive. Back at you again. I'm up early in the morning. I got my bushings. They pressed all 10 of them. Look at that. Looking good. And here's the box with all the old bushings. Alrighty, I'm gonna start with my lower A-arms. Those are camera bolts. I just cleaned those up with the metal brush. Start with that. Okay, I'm gonna do the right side. Now these is where you adjust your camber at. Your camber bolts. Slide through here, and then you have the little lip here. That's where you do your adjustment at. Okay, I got the lower on. There it is. Now, and I got the bolt on. Now I'm gonna do the left side. There it is on the right side. Alrighty, I got the left and the right on. Now I'm gonna go to the back. Get the trailing arms on, the long ones. This is the bracket for the upper trailing arms. There you go, with those 3 bolts at. So it kind of go like this. This plate comes off, so I'm gonna put this plate right here, like that, and they go on the inside right here, like this, just like that. Then you got the plate, which is right here, and this goes over the top. On both sides, you want to do both sides. That's for the upper, short trailing arm. Alrighty, as you can see, we got the driver's side on. And the bolt comes from the inside, then it goes to the outside, and there's a nut. So now let me do the right side of the rear. Alrighty, we got the left side and the right side on. Trailing arms. Now we're going to connect the upper. Connects to that bracket. Alrighty, now we got the upper trailing arms on. When you do these uppers, make sure that you take the whole bracket off. Slide the bolt on first with the bracket off to connect to this trailing arm. That way, you see how close that is? See how close that is? You can put a wrench in there or open there to hold it. Then you can tighten it up from this side. So make sure also that the flush part of this is on the outside. Make sure that this opening is on the inside. Because the way the bush is set, it lines up with the rear differential. Alrighty, about to change the upper ball joints. Alrighty, you gotta get a an air chisel like this, or whatever brand you have. Sharpen your blade, and you gotta chop these off. Take a punch, hit here, 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 here. This comes out. Okay, after you chop it off, you get a point like this. Now I had to switch air hammers. This Ingersoll ran. Okay. This one came from Harbor Freight. Totally different. The Ingersoll ran, it just chopped it off with no problem one time. And after I chopped it off, you just get a point like this. To chop it off. You want to get a point, you want to get one like this, sharpen the edges, and chop it off. And right here, make sure you got a good air hammer. Come right in the hole, right in the center, and you just hit it like this. See there? There it is. It's off. You just lift it up, your ball joint. Rubber's old. That's what's holding the rubber. Rubber's old. Look at that rubber. Old rubber. And you just slide them on out like that. I'm going to keep this in the same position to put the new one. Okay, any excess rust, you want to scrape it out like that. And we're going to put some black paint underneath. Keep it nice and pretty. See that? All that rust. I'm going to clean all that surface of rust. Get that rust out of there. Get that rust. Get it gone. Yeah, get it gone. Get all of it. Get all that rust out of there. You don't want to leave it bare metal. Then you put a little paint on it. Back black. So it won't rust up. Have it looking nice and pretty. You know, bring it back black. Like that. You got your Duralast. Part number FA500. And it comes in a bag with the bolts, the nuts, everything you need to install it. Let's go on and install this part. Also, you want to drill these holes. The bit I used was a 5/16. I just did a try fit. What you want to do is take the boot off, then put it on, and then you take this boot, slide it underneath like that, and then you can put the nut on right here, just to have it where you won't lose it. Then you got your bolts coming down. One right there. 2. 2. And 3. There it is. Nice fit. You want to put your lock washer. You actually can leave the boot off for right now till you get it on and tighten. But you got the lock washer and your nut. You got your lock washers and your nut. There it is, installed. I just put the nut on, the Carter key, so I won't lose it. The boot is on. The bolt is tight. Bolts go down. Put the lock washers and the nuts underneath. And that's installed. Now we're going to do the lower ball joints. Now the left side is done. We seen how the right side was done, so I just went on and did the left side. Same way. Now, this car needed A-arm bushes. See that? That's bad. Front and back. I'm about to do those. I'm going to start off. What I'm going to do, I'm going to start with the front one. Take this nut out. I'm going to take my air hammer. I'm going to hit right here. Hopefully the whole thing will come out. Let's try it. All right, take your center bolt and then get your air chisel and hit it right there. Just like that. It's hard for me to hold the camera and do it at the same time, but I'll cut you back on when I get it off. Get grip pliers on that part. All right, there's your part number. Duralast FB 149. You want to grease the outside, grease the inside. Get you a socket around this edge and lightly hit it in. Not too hard. If this starts to bend, stop the process. Okay, I got me a 34 millimeter 6-point socket. Just slide it over there like that. Get you a hammer. Kick back, relax. Hit it. I need well, I tell you what, I need 2 hands. And voila. It's right there, touching there. Now do all 4 the same way. Cut you back on. Alrighty. We got both sides done. Both upper ball joints, upper control arm bushes, next is going to be the lower ball joints. We got them in this box right here. FA 533G. Got 2 of those. We got the inner and outer tie rods and the sleeves right there. Right here we got a brand new center link. Start doing that front brake disc conversion kit. Then all right here, these are all the old parts. Those are the old bushings. These are a complete bushing set. For the rear is no set. You gotta buy them individual. And there's the ball joints. You have right there. And these are the old bushings. put a control arm. Okay, all that right there is going in the trash can. No more good. DLC 85 390. And this is for front heavy duty coil springs. And this is the front coils, the door last. And you need the tool to compress the spring in order to install them for the front. Okay, I'm about to install the lower ball joints. This is a Duralast FA533G. And on this one, you gotta chop these rivets out, factory rivets. One right here, one right here. Take this bolt out the middle. Get your air hammer and your chisel. Alright, I got it chopped off, both sides. This is what it looked like when it come off. Just come down from the side like that, and come straight down. It'll pop right off. Then get your point set up. And hit right here with the point and knock that out. Alright, I chopped it off, but I'm finding out that that rivet on the opposite side, on the inside, won't move. I take that 5/16 drill bit and just drill it on back. And then hit it from the top right here. Look in that hole, you can see it's coming down through that hole. Alright, I got it out. Now what's going on is when you knock these out, you still got a little lip that's on that edge. A little bigger drill bit to just make it flush where you won't have that edge. But I didn't want to extend my holes bigger. So that's what was holding it, that little edge right there. So I will try a bigger bit on the next size and see if it's easier. Should be easier. But you see this rivet on this side is not budging. This one moved a little bit, but the looks of it, it did just a little bit. I'm trying to push it all the way over out this way, but here it is. And here's the new one. Got the bolts in the pack. There's the part number. Let's install it. All right, I put some paint on it, touched it up from the little nicks. Okay, I got it on. Got the bolt in the nut. Nut and lock washer. Now I'm getting ready to install the coil spring. Alrighty, we got our coil spring in there. Brand new upper and lower ball joint. And it's the right side. Now we got to do the left side. Alrighty, we got our coil springs done. Both sides. We got a spindle on. It's all coming together. First, I'm gonna start with the pinion gear. Okay, I got my pinion gear in there. Alrighty. We got our pinion seal in. We got nephew tighten the rest of the bolts for the suspension. We cleaned up our transmission. Got all the dust off of it. We got brand new axle seals, brand new bearings, part number for the bearings, 5707. You got national bearings for the seals. You got 8660S, S is in Sam. That's the outer seals. They go right here. We're gonna change that out as well. We got the third member in there. I don't know if you can see that. I know it's kind of dark back here. There it is. We're gonna put our paint in there to check the clearance. Oh, there it is. Thank you for the light, sir. Hey, that made a big difference, man. Yeah, see that? Looking good, looking good. Coming along. Looking good. I gotta take care of you, man. If you be working, he worked 2 jobs. That's a hard working man right there. He works hard. Got him 2 jobs. That's what I'm talking about. Gotta stay busy. Now that's an extra rear end. Well, we might use the gut side of it. I'm not sure yet. Or we might just keep it like that. Get all the bolts to it, seal it up, keep it looking good. All our bolts that we polish, we're gonna paint those too. We're gonna clean this frame up. On the next video, we're gonna start with the conversion kit. The rear, we're going discs in the front and shoes in the rear. Alrighty, I got my front yoke on. Restoration from CPP. We're about to do the brake conversion for the front. This is the first step. You get this kit right here. Got all the little pieces in there. All your bolts. And there's your part number for the 67 and all your hardware. All right, we're about to do the conversion kit. This is for the right side. You're gonna need this piece, this one. Everything is lined up the way it go, along with the spacer. Now he's gonna start assembling it together.
That with the long bolt. Short bolt over here. We got this piece. Goes like this. Now, we got this piece. Goes up here. Like that. And you have this piece with a spacer. Goes here. There you go, right there. Then you put your nuts on.
Just like that, guys, just like that. Now on the bolt he's putting in, you want to make sure the nut's on the inside.
Yeah. That's it. Yes, sir.
All right, I got the left side done. All right, you want to get your rotors, pack your bearings, inner and out, and install your seals. All right, I got my rotor on, my Carter key in. I'm about to put my dust cover on. All right. When you get ready to put the dust cover on, make sure you don't hit it with a hammer in here, because you will bend this up, and what'll happen, that will start rubbing on the bolt on the inside. Get you something like a pipe like this and kind of bend it in here. So when you get in here, it's just touching the edges. And just take your time and get it in there so it can stay looking good with no dents. About to put the caliper on now. Okay, just slide your caliper on. Get you a 3/8 Allen and start tightening these up. Okay, I just connected my brake line hose. Alrighty, we got both sides done. Conversion kit on the front. Do it.
Get this in here, all the way back there, where it lock on to the bearing. Screw your nut up close, where it's locked on. And you gotta make sure you do this right. Get him on there straight where he started. There you go. Get him all the way on there. And then you take it. There it goes. Come on out, baby. And there go your bearing.
Alright, we got the pitman arm on. Now we about to install the, no, that's the idle arm. We got the idle arm on. Now we're going to install the pitman arm. Okay, we got our pitman arm installed. And our idle arm installed. Get the other side.
You hit that one?
Okay, on this frame, when you put in the tires, you cannot use 14s. We tried them, the original 14, they won't fit because it's not big enough to go over the caliper. But we had a set of 15s that came from the 66. We're going to put those on the front right now. Rims and tires.
That's it.
You got lug nuts right in back of you. Here you go. You got acorn lug nuts? Alrighty, we got our front wheels on. They sold us the wrong rear axle bearing and seal. I got to take those back. Other than that, we would have on the rear wheels and have a rolling chassis. And I'm waiting on my radius arm bushings. These are right here. We already sandblasted those, but we need the new bushings. It connects to the front. So let's install the bolts to the shocks underneath.
Harmonica.
Got the axles on. We traded in and got new axle seals and axle bearings for the rear. Took care of that. We got all our rear brakes, brake hardware. Okay. You got acorn lug nuts? Alrighty, we got our front wheels on. They sold us the wrong rear axle bearing and seal. I got to take those back. Other than that, we would have on the rear wheels and have a rolling chassis. And I'm waiting on my radius arm bushings. These are right here. We already sandblasted those, but we need the new bushings. It connects to the front. So let's install the bolts to the shocks underneath.
Harmonica.
Got the axles on. We traded in and got new axle seals and axle bearings for the rear. Took care of that. We got all our rear brakes, brake hardware. Install the rear brakes hardware, wheel cylinders. Okay, I got my wheel cylinder on. Alright, we got all brakes parts installed, the hardware, self-adjuster, wheel cylinder, spring kit, all installed. Now we're about to put the new drums. Alright, now we got our new drum on, we're about to put our tire on. About to start on the driver's side. Alrighty. I got my driver's side done. All the parts, self-adjuster, wheel cylinder, ready to go. Alrighty, I got my drum on, about to put the tire on. Alright, we got the 6.6, a rolling chassis. Everything is brand new. Let me see that rack.
Lift it and move it over, then push it.
About to put it on the other side of the shop.